Dear students, welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Hope you guys are fine. So guys, come on guys, be fast, join the session soon. Let's be quick. So let's be quick, not waste much time so that we can start the session as early as possible. Okay. Good evening, Arun. Good evening. So guys, be quick. Happy Environment Day. Thank you. I was to wish you all. Good evening, Rahul. Good evening. Guys, share the session with maximum of your friends so that everybody can take benefit of it. Okay. And just I wanted to ask that this time is suitable for you guys. This time is suitable for everybody, right? Happy Environment Day. You are the. Thank you so much, Rahul. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's start the session, guys. I guess everybody is now ready. So let's start the session. Okay. Fine. I'll start the session now. For me, like jobbers, it's okay. 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 Fine. Okay, guys. So we'll be starting the session today, and if you don't know about me, you can go through my profile. Next, there's a workshop tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. If you are targeting for GATE 2024, what should be a strategy to secure rank under 100? Okay. Coming up next is you can join my Telegram group for further upcoming classes and all. Okay. And last but not the least, if you are preparing for GATE and if you want more questions, GATE preparation ebook link is in the description. You guys can download it. Okay. Now that's fine. Okay. So shall we start, guys? We'll keep the session short in a sense. We'll complete all the questions of raw water and solid waste management. Okay, and tomorrow we'll be talking about wastewater and air pollution. Got it? So today it's not that only these many questions are asked. Along with that, wastewater is also asked. And let me tell you, the number of questions in wastewater is more as compared to that of raw water. That doesn't mean that you won't be studying raw water. But if you ask about the proportion of these 5 years, generally the questions of raw water has been lesser, slightly lesser as compared to wastewater. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Rahul. Thank you. Okay. So let's start the session then. Okay. Let's start the session, guys, then. Not waste time. Let's start the session now. Okay. So, guys, let's start from the very first question. Arun, everybody ready? So, let's start from the very first question. Analysis of a water sample revealed that the sample contains the following species. So we have carbonate, sodium, phosphate, aluminium, H2CO3, carbonic acid, chloride, calcium, magnesium, bicarbonate ion, Fe2 plus and OH minus. Okay, so it is asking concentration of which of these species will be required to compute alkalinity. So which of the following causes alkalinity? It is asking that in the question. So what will be the answer, guys? We know alkalinity in water is due to the presence of anions. So it is due to the presence of anions, and anions are negatively charged ions. Okay. Now, option C. Okay, let's check it out. Guys, we know a prominent basis or predominant basis, the ones which cause alkalinity is carbonate ion, bicarbonate ion and hydroxide ion. Okay, now in the question what is given to me? HCO3 minus is given to me, CO32 minus is given to me. So according to this, CO32 minus, HCO3 minus and OH minus is also given. But in the options, H plus is also given to me. So let me tell you guys, the ones which does not impart alkalinity in water. So let me tell you, when you talk about alkalinity, the another definition for alkalinity is ability of water to neutralize acid. Okay, ability of water to neutralize acid. So from where does water will get that ability? Because of the concentration of anions. So if any H plus ions are present, we call that it imparts negative alkalinity in water. So whenever you talk about total alkalinity, it will be CO3 2 minus, HCO3 minus, OH minus, and you subtract H plus because H plus imparts negative alkalinity. Although it's an alkalinity, but it imparts negative alkalinity. So A will be the correct answer. Got it? Clear everybody? Okay. Moving to the next question. Come on guys. First you solve it, then I'll solve it. Everybody, let's be quick. First you solve it, then I'll solve it. Be quick guys, be quick. Let's be quick. Quick, quick, quick. Am I the only one who has to solve all the questions? An amount of 35.67 mgHCl is added to distilled water and the total solution volume is made to 1 liter. Atomic weights of hydrogen and chloride are given to you. You have to neglect the dissociation and tell us the pH. So pH you have to tell us, and you know pH is minus log base 10 of H plus ion concentration. And H plus ion concentration is in moles per liter. Okay, now you know HCl, if you dissociate it, it will be H plus Cl minus. Correct? I got the answer. Solid waste में equation based problems explain करेंगे मैम. बिल्कुल करूंगी, क्यों नहीं करूंगी? ठीक है, बिल्कुल करूंगी. Now hydrogen is 1, chlorine is 35.5. So when 35.5 and 1, that is 36.5 grams of HCl will lead to the formation of 1 gram of hydrogen. So 35.67 milligrams of HCl will lead to the formation of how much amount of H plus ion? So 35.67 divided by 36.5 into 1. So gram and gram will get cancelled. You will get it in milligrams. How much you are getting in milligrams, guys? How much you are getting in milligrams? Just check it out fast. I told you all to bring your calculators also. So actually it will be 0.977 milligram of H plus. But I told you in very beginning that pH minus log base 10 of H plus ions. So an H plus ion has to be in moles per liter. So what you will do? 0.977 convert it into grams first. So this will be 10 raised to power minus 3 grams. This is the given weight divided by molecular weight. So molecular weight is also 1 only. So this comes in the ratio of moles per liter. Now substitute it here. So pH will be minus log base 10, 0.977 into 10 raised to power minus 3. How much it is coming, guys? How much it is coming? Solve it. Let's be quick. .01. So C will be the correct answer. Correct? Okay. Now coming to the next question. The ion product of water is 14. If a rainwater has a pH of 5.6, the concentration of OH minus in the sample. This is a very easy question. So see, in the question it is asking me OH minus concentration. So n number of ways you can do it, guys. There is no restriction. I know that pH plus POH is equal to 14. So POH will become how much? 14 minus 5.6. How much it comes? 14 minus 5.6. So this will be coming 8.4. And now I also know that pH is minus log base 10 OH minus ion concentration. So from here, if I want to calculate OH minus ion concentration, you know we'll take antilog on both the sides. So antilog, this will become 10 raised to power minus 8.4. So now calculate, either there are many ways to do it. I'll just write 10 raised to power minus 8.4. So I'll get 3.981 into 10 raised to power minus 9. Okay, now I'll tell you, first of all, I'll tell you the two methods. So in the question it has told me into 10 raised to power. That means in the question they have given dash into 10 raised to power minus 9. So I just have to substitute 3.98 or only 9. Okay, now let me tell you, in some books when you see, what they do is they write like this: 10 raised to power minus 8.4 into 10, they multiply by plus 9 and they multiply by minus 9. Okay, so if you want, you can do in this way also. So from here you will get 10 raised to power zero point 0.6, right? Is it? 9 minus 8.4 powers will get add, so you will get into 10 raised to power minus 9. So if I do 10 raised to power zero point 0.6 also, I guess I will be getting the same thing, 3.98 only. So if you want, you can go through this method also, or if you want, you can go through this method also. Okay, both are equal. Got it? This method, equal. Got this? Okay. Now coming to this question. Now in this question, what is given to me? Alkalinity of water in equivalent per liter is given. Okay, this sign represents concentration in moles per liter. Sometimes they mention like this, sometimes they mention like this. No issues, they can use anything. Okay, for a water sample, the concentration of bicarbonate ion is given to you, carbonate ion is given to you. Okay, and what else is given to you? pH is given to you. Now in the question it is asking you alkalinity of water. And mind it, although the pH given to you here is 9, but they are telling you to reject or neglect the concentration of OH minus ion and H plus ion. So now how will you calculate the alkalinity, guys? I'm waiting for your answers in the comment section. How will you calculate? Only Arun is answering. What about others? What about Rahul, Kartigi and everybody else? What about you guys? What about you guys? Come on, answer fast. See, OH minus and H plus I don't have to take. That means I have to take only HCO3 minus plus twice of CO32 minus. Right? I have to take both of them only. Now talking about here, HCO3 minus is given to me 2 into 10 raised to power minus 3 moles per liter. How will I solve it? How will I solve it? How will I solve it, guys? Tell me fast. 2 into 10 raised to power minus 3 it is given to me in the question. Okay, plus carbonate is given to me as how much? 2 into 3.04 into 10 raised to power minus 4. So if I want, they have already told that these are in equivalents per liter. Okay. Now I have to calculate it, alkalinity of water in mg per liter. So shall I multiply with the equivalent weight of calcium carbonate? Will it be okay? Tell me fast. Will it be okay? Calculate it once, guys. Calculate it. Calculate it. Because alkalinity in water is due to the presence of anions, negatively charged ions. So calculate it once. What you are getting? See, 50 is the equivalent weight of calcium carbonate, and for converting gram into milligram, I have multiplied by 10 raised to power 3. So do it. 2 into 10 raised to power minus 3 plus 2 into 3.04 into 10 raised to power minus 4 into 50 into 1000. So from here, how much I'll be getting? 130.4. Got it? So because in the question, even let us suppose, see in this question, now you will say, ma'am, if in the question it would have not been written that neglect the concentration of OH minus ion and H plus ion, then what would have been doing it? Then from pH, you would have calculated H plus ion. From pH, you should have calculated OH minus ion, and you have included that also. Got it? So this is the thing you would have done it. So that's important. Correct, Arun. Okay. Moving to the next question. Is it striking over my head or what? Is it visible? Okay, option is going, otherwise it is visible. It's okay. Now, see, MPN test, I'll tell you the truth. Although practically, if you will become an environmental engineer and all, let me tell you, this is an obsolete test. Nobody uses it. But if you talk about GATE, this is a sort of a favorite question in GATE. Almost in a gap of year or two, or sometimes consecutively, you will get question from MPN. Okay, so be prepared for it. I have taken 2-3 classes already on MPN. So if you are not clear, go and watch it. It is free in YouTube. And remember, because codal provisions are there, so kindly remember the rules of it. Okay, now talking about it. Now the table which they give you for MPN is by default 10.1.1. And now you will say, ma'am, that what the n number of values can be possible. Yes, so if you want, you can download the table from your YouTube, from Google, or if you have SK Garg book, you can see they have mentioned the table, all the permutation and combination. So you will get to know that how many permutation and combinations are there, and corresponding to it, what will be the MPN. And MPN is always for the table which is given for MPN is always for 10 ml, 1 ml, and 0.1 ml. Remember that. Okay. Now, although the table they have given for 10 ml, 1 ml, 0.1 ml, but the sample size which they have taken for analysis of the coliforms is 0.01, 0.001, 0.0001 ml size of sample. That means, although the total volume of the sample will be 10 ml, but out of that 10 ml, 0.01 ml will be the test sample, and 0.99 ml will be, or basically 9.99 ml will be the pure water. So obviously we don't want negative people and the negative test. So what we will take it? We will take 531 as the positive one. So corresponding to 531, it is what? 110. But you won't mark 110. Why? Just see it. 0.1 ml, 0.001 ml, 0.0001 ml. So you will see it here that in both of them, the dilution ratio is how many times? 10 divided by 0.1, how much? 0.01. 10 divided by 0.01. The dilution ratio is 1000 times. So you have to multiply by 10 raised to power 3. So this will be, just a minute, 10 divided by 0.01. How much it will come? 10 divided by 0.01. So here 10, then again there are extra zeros or what here? 1 triple, this one, no? Correct. A will be the right answer. Got it? What did this happen? Here, good evening, Christopher. First is 0.01. Yes, I have written 0.01. So this will also 10 raised to power minus 2. So it will go up, it will become 10 raised to power minus 3. Got it? So we have multiplied because the one which is given to me is for 10.1.1 and the one it is being asking me is for 0.01, 0.001, 0.0001. So the difference in both of them is 1000 times dilution. That's why I have multiplied by 1000. Got it, everybody? Understood? Oh, Arun has already given the right answer. Okay. Okay. Now this question. Very simple question. Never ever asked. This was the first time. We already know. Okay, just tell me one thing. When we do hardness test, what is the concentration of titrant used? Obviously, it is EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. Okay, and the indicator is EBT, idiochrome black tea. But can you tell me the concentration? Like for alkalinity, we had 0.02 normal H2SO4. So how much EDTA do we use? I just want to know. How much EDTA we use, guys? Tell me fast. Anybody? How much EDTA we use? Obviously, it is not in terms of normality. It will be in terms of molarity. But what will be the term? 0.01. What about others? Is it okay? 0.01 molar EDTA? You have just written 0.01, Arun. You should have written molar, molarity, something like that. Is it right or wrong? Or you're telling for the previous one, I guess. How much is the molarity of EDTA, guys? Come on, I think you should have known this. Very bad, yaar. I was expecting you guys might be knowing this. Fine, search it, then I'll tell you. Okay, now we know that before starting the experiment start करने से पहले हम EBTA जिसका जो blue black color का है उसको add कर देते हैं in calcium and magnesium water sample. So they form a complex. Which complex do they form? EBT, calcium, magnesium, and you know that chemistry is all about colors. So that's why some people say that chemistry is for girls, because they are able to distinguish between light pink, baby pink, dark pink, magenta pink, and all those things. So just boys make fun of us sometimes. That's true also. So this becomes wine red. They could have said red also, but they will enhance it as wine red. Okay, now after the water sample has become wine red, we will be starting the experiment and we will add what? EDTA. So the complex formed between this EBT and calcium magnesium starts to get loosened out. So what we'll be getting it? We'll be getting it here, EDTA, calcium magnesium, and here it will be EBT, which is blue. So actually the color changes from wine red to blue black. Okay, so from wine red to, got it? Simple. Okay, now talking about the seventh question, very easy. A completely mixed dilution sample of sand particles. So there are different types of sand particles which is present: 0.25 mm, 0.35 mm, 0.40 mm, 0.45 mm, and 0.50 mm. Okay, now they have told you there is a glass column whose diameter is 10 centimeter, whose height is 2.5 meter, and without any disturbances we are wanting the particles to get settled down. Now it is asking that while we did the experiment, all the particles of diameter 0.35 mm settled at the bottom. So 0.35 mm was the design size of the particle, you can say, because this is the particle for which you have designed the tank. Design size of the particle, because it is written here all the particles has settled. That means this is the design size of the particle, or you can call it as the concern size of the particle. Now the percentage removal of particles of diameter 0.5 mm and 0.5 mm and 0.50 mm. So obviously you know any particles whose size will be more than 0.35 mm will be 100% removed. Okay, will be 100% removed. What was the reason for 100% removal? Because 0.35 mm is the benchmark. If any particle is more, that means it is size will be heavier. So obviously the heavier particle will settle. And if 0.3 mm, now if the question is asked in MSQ, if 0.35 mm particle is setting in 30 seconds, 0.45 mm particle and 0.50 mm particle will settle even in lesser time as compared to 30 seconds. Why? Because they are more heavier as compared to that of 0.35 mm size. Okay. Now what is the question? Somebody asked some question or what? I think you asked it or what? No, it's gone. Okay, fine. No issues. Okay. So 100% removal of particles will take place. Now, coming to the next one. Sedimentation basin in a water treatment plant is designed for a flow rate of 0.2 meter cube per second. So this is the design velocity. So this is how much? This is 0.2 meter cube per second. Now, the basin is rectangular, length, width, depth is given to you, and whatsoever is the settling velocity, it is governed by Stokes law. So you have to tell that what will be the removal efficiency. So removal efficiency, whenever you calculate percentage removal, so this will be Vs upon V naught into 100. So first you have to calculate what? Settling velocity. So come on Arun, everybody calculate the settling velocity. You know the formula is d square upon 18 nu gs minus 1 into g. Everything is given to us in the question, like diameter is given 25 micrometer. So micrometer converted into meters. Okay. Specific gravity, is it given to us in the question directly? No. So we know specific gravity is density of particle upon density of water. Density of particle is 2.5 and water is 1. So here it will become 2.5. Generally we have the habit of writing 2.65, 2.65, but don't take it as a habit. Write it here 2.5. Okay. Acceleration due to gravity is 980 centimeter per second square. So we'll write it in terms of meter. This will be 9.8. Okay. And nu will be equal to kinematic viscosity is mu by rho. So dynamic viscosity is given to me 0.01 gram per second and rho is given to me as 1. So this is gram per centimeter second and this is gram per centimeter cube. So I'll be getting centimeter square. One thing I'll be getting, just calculate it. Discharge है या velocity? क्या discharge है या velocity? क्या discharge है या velocity? अरुण, could you be more specific? क्या बोलना चाह रहे हो? 0.2 0.2 मीटर क्यूब तो मुझे डिस्चार्ज दे दिया. करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट. 0.2 मीटर क्यूब पर सेकंड मुझे डिस्चार्ज दे दिया. करेक्ट. इन अ हरी आई हैव रिटन वेलोसिटी, ये डिस्चार्ज है. करेक्ट. पहले सेटलिंग वेलोसिटी निकाल लो. पहले सेटलिंग वेलोसिटी निकाल लो. हाउ मच इट इज कमिंग? कितना आ रहा है सेटलिंग वेलोसिटी? कैलकुलेट फास्ट. एक यूनिट चेंज और होगा. 1 मोर यूनिट चेंज विल बी देयर. इसको कैलकुलेट करो फास्ट, क्योंकि ये ग्राम पर सेंटीमीटर पर सेकंड है और ये 1 ग्राम पर सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर है. तो अभी एक यूनिट चेंज और निकल के आएगा. इसको यहाँ पे मैं 10⁻³ कर दूंगी. ठीक है, किसी ने सॉल्व किया अभी तक? नहीं किया क्या? और यहाँ पर भी ये 10⁻³ इंटू 10⁻² हो जाएगा. तो एक बार सॉल्व करो उसको. आप जस्ट चेंज द यूनिट्स. पूरा यूनिट्स का गेम है और इसमें कोई भी दिमाग लगाने वाली बात नहीं है. एक बार इसको सॉल्व करो अरुण एंड एवरीबडी एल्स. यू विल गेट 5.10 इंटू 10⁻⁴ मीटर पर सेकेंड. दिस विल बी योर सेटलिंग वेलोसिटी. अब क्वेश्चन में एक काम और करना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट व्हाट 5.10⁻⁻ कितना आ रहा है? 8 आ रहा है. एक बार चेक करो. -4 आएगा. जस्ट चेक इट वंस. So this will be the settling velocity. Now you have to calculate overflow rate also. So you know discharge by surface area is equal to overflow rate. Always remember Q upon BL. आप सिर्फ velocity of the concerned size of particles के लिए लगाओगे, सबके लिए नहीं लगा सकते. So 0.2 meter cube per second. Length is width is 8 meter and length is 32 meters. So from here when you will solve 0.2 divided by 8 into 32. How much you are getting? You are getting 7.8125 into 10⁻⁻⁴. मिल गया सब कुछ? Now just substitute it here. Vs upon V0 into 100. So Vs was coming how much? It is 5.10 into 10⁻⁻⁴. -4. V0 is 7.8125 into 10⁻⁻⁴ into 100. So solve it guys. Solve it. 65.28% आएगा. That is 65%. ठीक है, क्लियर? थोड़ा सा कैलकुलेशंस you guys have to buck up because obviously that is something which will take time. Okay, so ये question number 8. Because whenever you are studying, see if you are targeting for GATE 2024, so it's very much important because अगर आप 90s के पेपर सॉल्व करोगे, it's good for practice, but वो लेवल के क्वेश्चंस अब नहीं आते because upgradation हो गया. So that is the thing which you have to understand. Okay, now talking about this question. A 0.80 meter deep bed of sand filter, length is given to you, width is given to you, is made of uniform particles, diameter, specific gravity, everything is given to you. In the question, it is asking you the expanded bed depth. The expanded bed depth. How will you calculate? How will you calculate? You know, there's one thing. Head loss of expanded bed, this is damn important, is equal to head loss of unexpanded bed. So d1 minus n, and here it will be d dash 1 minus n dash. Okay, so I want to calculate what? D dash, that is the expanded bed depth. So this will be d1 minus n divided by 1 minus n dash. Okay, already the porosity is given to me. Initial depth is given to me in the question. Yes, 0.80 meter depth was there. Okay, Porosity initially is 0.4. Just one thing I need to calculate is the expanded porosity. And there's you write either NE or you write N dash, both are okay. VB upon VS to the power 0.2. Okay, now backwash velocity. During backwashing, if the terminal velocity is given to you, the bed has to be backwashed is given to you. So 3.60 meter cube per minute. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. And this they have given to you. But they have given to me the flow rate. First I have to calculate the area also. We have to calculate the area also. Yes or no? So we'll calculate discharge by area. What will take the area? Discharge area. So what will be taking the area? Length into width. So discharge into area. 4 meter into 3 meter. And what is the settling velocity? Settling velocity they have given to us in the question 0.05 meter per second. That's it. Whatsoever unit you are substituting, if backwash velocity you are substituting in meter per second, settling velocity also has to be in meter per second. Okay, so since I didn't got the backwash velocity directly, a question discharge was given to me and area was given to me. So in this way I calculated backwash velocity. Okay, so come on guys, tell me this one. Tell me. I was with mobile display is going every time. Let me increase the time so that I can see your charts. By the time calculate it. No, it's okay. Calculated. How much he was telling? 0.6025. Okay. So 0.6025. Very good, Arun. But practice this in virtual calculator also, Arun. So you got the expanded porosity. Just substitute it here. 0.6025. What is the expanded depth you guys are getting? What is the expanded depth? How much it will be coming? It will be coming 1.21 meter. Got it? Okay. Now, let's come to the 10th question. A favorite question of the gate. People asking this pattern of question n number of times. Okay. A wastewater is to be disinfected with 35 mg per liter of chlorine. This value is not required. Let me tell you. So it's not necessary that all the data which is given to you in the question it is required. This is not necessary. Okay. So we require an efficiency of 99%. The number of microorganisms remaining at any time t is equal to nt is equal to n naught e to the power minus kt, and you know this is known as Chick's law. So number of microorganisms present at any time t is equal to number of microorganisms at t is equal to 0 e to the power minus k into t. Now the wastewater rate, so the flow of water which is taking place into the tank is 36 meter cube per hour. The disinfection rate constant is given to you. Depth and width of the tank is given to you. It is asking the length of the tank. It is asking the length of the tank. How will you calculate the length of the tank? How will you calculate the length of the tank? See, volume. See, if you don't know what to calculate, go in the backward direction. See, I know volume is equal to discharge into time. Got it? Discharge is given to me in the question. If I am able to calculate time, I'll get the volume. And I know volume is equal to L into B into H. This is equal to volume. In the question, I need length. Width and depth is given to me. So I'll get it. Damn simple. Okay. So let's calculate the volume first. For volume, let's calculate the time first. Now we know this formula is given to you. We need 99% killing of microorganisms. That means initially if it was n naught, 99% has been killed. So how much microorganisms is present right now? 0.01. So if anybody asks you percentage efficiency, how much it will be? N naught minus nt divided by n naught into 100. So this will be 1 minus e to the power minus kt into 100, and percentage is given to me as 99. So from here 0.99, 1 minus e to the power, k is given to me as 0.23. Remember, there is no dimension of e. So if this is in per minute, time will come in minute. So come on guys, this will be 0.01 e to the power minus 0.23 t. Now take log on both the sides. So natural log e minus 0.23 t log e base. So from here calculate the time. Calculate the time, how much time you are getting. Arun, everybody else, because Arun is only answering. How much time you will be getting? 20.022 minutes. Just check it out once. Log e base e will be 1. T is equal to natural log 0.01 divided by minus 0.23. So you will be getting time as 20.022. Yes? So the moment you got the time, you can calculate the volume, because you know volume is equal to discharge into time. So discharge is 36 meter cube per hour into 20.022 minute. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So let's solve this. 36 into 20.022 divided by 60. So this comes out to be 12.01 meter cube. This is the volume. So the moment you got the volume, that's it. You got everything. Why? Because volume divided by width and depth. 1.5 into 1. That's it. That's it. You will get the answer. How much it will come? The length will come out to be 8.01. Asked up to 2 decimal places. So very much important that you check out that whether it is in 2 decimal places or not. So 8.01 meter will be the length. Got it? Very simple question, only logical. You should know what is Chick's law. You should know percentage. Generally, people learn this percentage formula like this. 1 minus e to the power minus kt into 100. So you can go in this way. Got it? Okay. Now coming to question number 11. Similar type of question only. Chlorine is used as a disinfectant in a municipal water treatment plant. It achieves 50% disinfection efficiency measured in terms of killing microorganisms in 3 minutes. So what will be the minimum time required to achieve 99% disinfection efficiency? So if 50% it achieves in 3 minutes, so how much time will be required to achieve 99% disinfection efficiency? Obviously more than 3 minutes. If 3 answer would have been less than 3 minutes and 1 answer would have been more than 3 minutes, then it would have been correct. But here all the options are more than 3 minutes. So we have to calculate. So 1 minus e to the power minus kt into 100. Directly I am writing. So 50% efficiency. How much time it takes? 3 minutes. 0.50 e to the power minus 3k. This will be 0.50. So from here guys calculate k. How much is k? I'm writing log writing now. Confused. Okay. अच्छा, I write log e base e ln भी लिख सकते हैं. Correct. लिख सकते हो उसको, कोई इशू नहीं है उसको. ठीक है. From here calculate k. Now here मैं अच्छा मैं natural log ही लिख देती हूँ यहाँ पे. Log 0.50 minus 3k log e. ठीक है. So let's calculate from here. Log 0.50 divided by minus 3. So from here we have to calculate k. Okay, what will be k? K is 0.231 per minute. Now it has asked in the question. How much time it will require to achieve 99% efficiency. So efficiency is given to me right now. So I'll directly write 0.99 1 minus into 99%. Now it is asking the time. So again you have to take log. 0.01 e to the power minus 0.231t. Again take log. See, if you are habituate to it, don't waste your time in exam also writing that log 1. Okay, directly you can do it. Like if I know now, I can directly write what? Log 0.01 divided by minus 0.23. So I can write directly. Calculate now. How much time it will come? 19.93 minutes. Got it? Simple. Now, let's calculate the 12th one. Very simple, very simple. Guys, you are noticing that whenever they are asking questions, either they are asking from quality of water, MPN one, sedimentation one from treatment, and filtrations part and disinfection part. So let's check it out. During chlorination process, chlorine reacts rapidly and it forms hypochlorous acid, it forms H plus ions and all those things. So the most active disinfectant, obviously we know hypochlorous acid is the active disinfectant. Now I'll tell you one thing regarding it. See, the reason of using chlorine is it gives you two things. One is hypochlorous acid and secondly it gives you what? Hypochlorite ion. Okay. Secondly what happens is whenever you use any disinfectant, you need two things. First, it should kill existing microorganisms. Second, it should safeguard against future recontamination. So hypochlorous acid kills the present existing microorganisms, and for future recontamination we have chloroamines. So chloroamines is responsible for future recontamination. Got it? So here hypochlorous acid will be the active disinfectant. It is 80 times more powerful as compared to the hypochlorite ion. Got it? Okay. So now next question. Surface overflow rate of a primary settling tank is given to us 234. So 2 into 10 raised to power 4 liter per meter square per day. Kinematic viscosity is given to you. Specific gravity, acceleration due to gravity is given to you. If efficiency is 80%, what is the minimum diameter of the particles which can be removed? So when you talk about percentage efficiency, this is Vs upon V0 into 100. So 80% efficiency. Okay. Vs directly not given to us in the question. V0. V0 is given to us in the question directly given, but that also we have to convert. Liter, converting it into meter cube. Meter cube. Day, converting it into seconds. 86400. Now don't ask 24 into 60 into 60. Okay, that's obvious. So calculate how much you are getting. Guys, you calculate once. Every time I only have to do it. 2 into 10 divided by 86400. So this comes out to be converting meter cube. This will come in meters per second. So this will be 20 divided by 86400. So this will come out to be 2.31 into 10 raised to power minus 4 meter per second. Okay. 2.31 into 10 raised to power minus 4 meter per second. Now everything in the question is given to me. Just check it out. 0.80 d square I have to calculate. Nu is given to me in the question directly. Kinematic viscosity, yes. 1.01 into 10 raised to power minus 2 centimeter square per second. So centimeter, if you convert it into meter square, 10 raised to power minus 4. Specific gravity is given to us 2.64 minus 1 and acceleration due to gravity 9.8. Guys, I'll advise you specifically when it is an NAT question. Calculate this first. Specifically when it is an NAT question, have a look whether they are writing 9.80 or 9.81. You won't believe this year GATE has given a very narrow limit of the range. So there are chances that it can deviate here and there. So that's the reason I'm telling you. Okay, what will be the dia here? 1.446 into 10 raised to power minus 5 meter. In the question, it is asking me in micrometer. So 14.46 micrometer. Yes, you guys are getting this answer only. Aaron, everybody else. So this will be the dia. Got it? They can ask nanometer, micrometer, just one fancy names they'll write it. Okay. Coming to the next question. Coming to the next question. Okay. This question. There was a water scheme which transports 10 million liters of water. So there was a pipe which was transporting 10 million liters of water. Okay. Diameter of the pipe was given to us 450 mm, and the pipeline has to travel a distance of 2.5 kilometers. The chlorine which you have put is 3.5 mg per liter. Now what is happening? What is happening? You have applied chlorine at the starting time. Now what is happening? You want that instead of 10 mld, I should supply 13 mld. So obviously you need to increase the chlorine dosage, but you want that solubility of chlorine in the water should be constant. Okay. How much solubility was there when 10 mld of water was being used? Same amount of solubility should be there when 13 mld of water is being used. Okay. So here we have Watson's law. Watson told that solubility is the function of. Here I am telling you because they can ask you in statement wise also. So Watson sir told that solubility is the function of both concentration as well as time. So he gave this formula T1 C1 to the power n is equal to T2 C2 to the power n. N is the dilution coefficient. 1.44 किसका बता रहा हूँ 1.44 करेक्ट तो वो 14.4 आ जाएगा ठीक है अरुण ओके कहाँ चला गया मेरा क्वेश्चन गाइस फ्रॉम हियर कैलकुलेट यहाँ से कैलकुलेट करो अपन को सब कर टाइम होता है लेंथ अपॉन वेलोसिटी डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम सो टाइम विल बी डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड c1 to the power n l2 upon v2 c2 to the power n. Okay. Now in the question, length is given to us as same. Length is given to us as same. Volume, you know, volume, velocity basically. Velocity discharge is equal to area into velocity. So velocity will be discharge upon area. So L1, Q1, A1. So this will be A1. C1 to the power n. L2, A2, Q2, C2 to the power n. In the question, the diameter is same. That means area will be same. The length, the distance is again 2.5 kilometers only. So length is same. Area is same. So what we will be getting? C1. How much is C1? C1 given to us in the question. C1 is given to us in the question, right? How much it is given? Discharge first I'll write 10 mld and this is 13 mld. How much is the concentration? Initially 3.5 and dilution coefficient 0.86 and I have to calculate C2 to the power 0.86. So I could have directly written 3.50 C2 to the power 0.86. This is equal to 10 upon 30. How much more questions? 14 questions more. 14 questions more. 14 questions more. That's it. We have lesser number of questions for raw water. 4.75 mg per liter. Okay, this will be done. Got it? Simple. Only thing is you should know this is Watson's law. If you want solubility, as per Watson's law, solubility is the function of concentration and time. This can be asked in statement wise questions also. That's why I'm telling you. Okay, now this question, damn easy. For 1 marks also, it is like a JE level questions which has been asked, this one. Okay, now 2 tanks are there, 2 primary settling tanks are there, and what is there? They are flowing in laminar condition. So 2 tanks is there, tank 1 and tank 2. Okay, the overflow rate they have given us as 30 meter per day for this one, and here they have given overflow rate as 50 meter per day. the diameter of the particles which shall settle out. Okay, if the diameter, the lowest diameter of the particles which shall be settled out completely under surface overflow rate of 30 meter per day, 15 meter per day. So I'll tell you both in English and Hindi what it is trying to say. सबसे छोटा साइज का पार्टिकल बताओ जो टैंक 1 और टैंक 2 में पूरी तरह सेटल हो जाए. बड़ा साइज तो कितना भी हो सकता है, छोटा साइज का पार्टिकल बताओ. ठीक है, दैट व्हाट इट इज आस्किंग इन द क्वेश्चन. Got it? I know settling velocity is like d square 18 nu gs minus 1 into g. That means settling velocity is directly proportional to d square. Got it? So अगर मुझे यहाँ से निकालना है तो मैं कैसे निकालूं? How I'll calculate? I know d30 square d50 square this is equal to 30 वाले के लिए और ये VO 15 वाले के लिए. सॉल्व कर लो बस. What will happen? d30 divided by d15. 15. This will be how much? This will come out to be, that is 2. और यहाँ पे इसका स्क्वायर भी लेना पड़ेगा तो √2. √2 means 1.414. 10 PM पे लाइब्रेरी क्लोज. इतनी जल्दी 24x7 वाली लाइब्रेरी नहीं है क्या? चलो चलो जल्दी करो भाई, अरुण की लाइब्रेरी क्लोज हो जाएगी. चलो ओके, कोशिश करते हैं अरुण. A water filtration unit is made of uniform sand particles of 0.04 mm diameter, 0.4 mm diameter. Shape factor is given to you. Specific gravity is given to you. In the question, it is asking to calculate backwash velocity. How will you calculate? How will you calculate the backwash velocity? देखो, ये shape factor, everything is given to you. अब भी I have told you that formula. एक बार पूछ लिया गेट में तो उससे related, then they'll ask you n number of questions. Everything guys, check it out. Expanded porosity is given to us in the question, 0.65. Okay, in the question it is asking me backwash velocity. Is in the question settling velocity given to me directly? Yes. If the terminal settling velocity of sand particles during backwashing, that means at the time of backwashing, what was the settling velocity? It is given to us directly in the question. How much? 4.5 centimeter per second. Convert centimeter into meter, 10 raised to power minus 2, whole to the power 0.22. From here you will get the backwash velocity. How much you are getting backwash velocity? 6.65. Whenever you solve it right this now. I know you guys might be knowing it already. Take 0.22 both the sides, 0.22 into 4.5 into 10 raised to power minus 2. So from here you will get 6.35 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter per second. So B will be the right answer. Got it? Simple. Now coming up next, 17th question. This was the question which was being asked 2021. This was the first time. Other than that, never ever they have asked question from this. Okay, so actually ammonia, you know, there are various forms. So it exists in form of ammonia, free ammonia, organic nitrogen, that also you know. And it exists as ammonium ion and ammonia also. So it is asking at what pH, what was the concentration of it. Okay, so let me tell you few things. This is very much important to you. When the pH is 7, NH4 plus will be predominant. So actually there is a graph like this. This increases, then this increases. Okay, so this is the graph actually. So when the pH is 7, NH4 plus will be predominant. Okay, when the pH is less than 8, guys, I want you all to remember this. So all the ammonia is in the form of NH4 plus. This is NH4 plus. This is very important, asked in many of the examinations also. When the pH is 7, ammonium ion will be predominant. When the pH is less than 8, so NH4 will be only present. Only present. See, whenever they say predominant, it means the concentration of ammonium ion will be more. It does not mean that ammonia will not be there. So try to understand the meaning of predominant. That means it will be present in a much larger concentration. But that doesn't mean that ammonia will not be present. While if the pH is less than 8, NH4 plus will be only present. Right? When pH is equal to around 9.25, both NH4 plus will also be there and NH3 will also be there. Got it? And if pH is greater than 11, then NH3 plus will only be present. Only present. Only NH3 will be present. Got it? So this, ma'am, how you got this? There is a graph of it, but I won't advise you that remember the whole graph. But these are the points which you should remember. So out of this point, only D is satisfying it. So at pH 7, NH4 plus will be predominant. Got it? This you should. Coming to this one. What will be the answer, guys? What will be the answer for this one? Conversion of salt water into fresh water. Obviously, the one which everybody know, even 9th-10th class student also know, that is reverse osmosis. Apart from this, there's one more thing, that is electrodialysis also we use for conversion of salt water into fresh water. The one which we know on prominent basis, that is reverse osmosis, but electrodialysis is also used. Got it? This question. This was the first time ever they have asked questions from Henry's law. Before that, they haven't asked any questions from Henry's law. Okay. So Henry's law for transferring O2 from air to water at room temperature is given to you. This is the constant. KH constant is given to us. Okay. This is 1.3 millimole per liter. This one. Now, the partial pressure is given to you as 0.21 atmosphere. In the question, it is asking you to calculate the concentration of dissolved gases. So, according to Henry's law, concentration of dissolved gases is proportional to partial pressure. Yes, correct me if I am writing it wrong. Is proportional to partial pressure. Okay. KH is given to me 1.3 millimole per liter atmosphere. Pressure in the question is given to me as 0.21 atmosphere. Okay. So from here, this will get cancelled out. I'll get 1.3 into 0.21. I'll get it as 0.273 millimole per liter. But in the question, it has asked me concentration of dissolved oxygen in mg per liter. If you don't understand anything, go through the units. Millimoles per liter. Okay. So if I want, milli means that 10 raised to power minus 3 will be there. This is technically in moles only. So if I want to convert moles into grams or milligrams, I just have to multiply by the molecular weight. And molecular weight of oxygen given to me is 32 gram per mole. So from here, mole and mole will get cancelled out. I will get the answer directly in mg. So 8.7. Got it? Oh, Yamuna is also there today. You were not replying, so I thought you missed the class today. Okay. Now, how can you forget hardness? You cannot forget hardness. So, in a water sample, the concentration of calcium and magnesium is given to you. It is asking you the total hardness and the temporary hardness. Come on, calculate. In a water sample, the concentration of calcium, magnesium, and there should be one more. There is one more which is missing in this question. In a water sample, the concentration of calcium, magnesium. Do anybody know the question? Just a minute, I'll check it out otherwise. There should be one more concentration which is missing in this question. Let me check it out. If you guys know, just tell me. Otherwise, I'm checking it out. Let me check it out. It's not there in this PPT also. Anybody knows? 50-50 numericals and throw taking ma'am next class. ठीक है. अभी इसको पहले बताओ, ये concentration एक missing हो गया है इसमें. Let's check it out once. Concentration of calcium, magnesium, and what else? One more is there. HCO3 minus. HCO3 minus. यहाँ पे नहीं लिखा था HCO3 minus. Okay. Now it is asking you to calculate total hardness and temporary hardness. Temporary hardness means carbonate hardness. Carbonate hardness. ठीक है. So now total hardness in water is due to the presence of multivalent cations. So calcium and magnesium, that is 136. Is it? This is mg per liter. ये तो गलत हो जाएगा. Why? Because it is given to us in mg per liter. So first you have to convert it in the form of equivalents. So calcium given to you is as 100 mg per liter. Divide by the equivalent weight of calcium, which is 24. Yes or 20? सो रहे हो क्या? 20 होता है. Okay. Then concentration of magnesium is 36 and equivalent weight is 12. Now just multiply by the equivalent weight of calcium carbonate, which is 50. Solve it, guys. How much you are getting? You will get as 400 mg per liter as calcium carbonate. This is the total hardness. Now what we want? We want temporary hardness. Temporary hardness means carbonate hardness. Carbonate hardness is minimum of total hardness and alkalinity. So alkalinity is due to what? Bicarbonate ion. So let me calculate alkalinity. So alkalinity will be 122. Equivalent weight of HCO3 minus is 61 into 50. How much it will come? It will come 100 mg per liter as calcium carbonate. So you know carbonate hardness is minimum of total hardness and alkalinity. Total hardness and alkalinity. So obviously alkalinity is lesser, that is 100. So total hardness is 400 mg per liter and carbonate hardness or temporary hardness is 100 mg. A. Correct. Got it. Now, this question. A water treatment plant, depth is given to you, width is given to you, length is given to you, everything is given to you. It is asking the removal fraction of particles having settling velocity 1 meter per hour. Removal fraction. Either you take percentage removal, or if it is telling removal fraction, you don't have to multiply by 100. That's it. So Vs upon V naught. The removal fraction of particles having a settling velocity of 1 meter per hour. That means settling velocity of the concerned size of particle is given to me. Velocity of design size of particle or overflow rate is not given to me. So I can calculate that. How? You know Q by BL. Q is given to me as 500 meter cube per hour. With C, depth is given to confuse you. No use of depth. 5 into 40 meter square. So how much it will become? 5, 2.5 meter per hour. So if you write here 2.5 meter per hour. 1 upon 2.5. 1 divided by 2.5. So this will become how much? 0.4. That's it. So round off to 1 decimal basis. If it would have asked you in percentage, you would have multiplied by 100, 40%. Since it has asked you in terms of fraction, you are not multiplying by 100. As simple as that. Okay. Now, not much questions are left now. A process equipment emits 5 kg per hour of volatile organic compounds. So there is an equipment which is emitting organic compounds, volatile organic compounds. Okay, a hood is placed. You have placed a hood-like structures which will capture 95% of the organic compounds. So how much emission will be there? Out of 100%, 95% is being captured. So how much is remaining? 5% is remaining. So 5% of 5 kg per hour. Simple. 5 upon 100 into 5. That means 0.25 is the emission which is taking place. Got it? उसको माइनस करने से अच्छा डायरेक्टली लिख दो ना. डायरेक्टली राइट इट डाउन. डायरेक्टली लिख दो. कौन बोल रहा है? यमुना. गॉट इट. डायरेक्टली एक बार में लिख दो कि एमिशन इतना हो रहा है. 95% निकालो, फिर 5 से सब्सट्रैक्ट करो, बेटर. दिस वन. सो हियर 3 थिंग्स आर देयर. फूड वेस्ट, ये बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन आया था, बट ऑब्वियसली अ साइट ऑफ, इवन इफ यू आर एबल टू सॉल्व इट विद कॉमन सेंस और इफ यू रिमेंबर द डेटा, बोथ आर ओके. Food waste, paper waste, glass waste. Okay, 3 types of waste are there. It is asking you which of the following statements is are correct. Come on, guys. Which of the following statements is are correct? Fast, fast, fast. See, if you talk about, imagine, you know food waste, you know paper waste, you know glass waste. तीनों आपने देखे हुए हैं, ऐसा कुछ अलग से लेदर वेदर नहीं पूछा है, which you don't know. If you talk about food waste, obviously you take any type of food waste. Generally, the moisture content is more. Glass, the moisture content is very less even as compared to paper. So if you talk about moisture content of food waste will be more, then moisture content of paper waste, then moisture content of glass waste. So A will be correct. Agree? सोम की क्लास कहाँ चल रही है? सोम की क्लास कहाँ चल रही है भाई? Okay, so this is very much common sense. If you know, I don't advise you to remember the values. This is very important. You should remember this. Now talking about the energy content. So can you tell me energy you get maximum for which one? Energy you get maximum for which one, guys? Energy. I'm talking regarding energy now. I'm talking regarding energy. Energy. When you burn paper, okay, or when you talk about the calorific value, generally when you talk about calorific value, you will find that energy content of paper is more, then the energy content of food waste, and then the energy content of glass. Okay, so B is also correct. Okay, B is also correct. Got it? Chalo. If you want, you can remember the values, but guys, there are n number of values, not only for this, for others also. So practically अगर दिमाग में है, like अगर आप normally सोचो तो reusability अगर आप बात करो तो आपकी पेपर्स की बहुत है, कैलोरिफिक वैल्यूज की ज्यादा निकल के आ जाती है. दैट्स आप देखते होगे कि जो आपके वहाँ पे रैक पिकर्स आते हैं, जो बेचने वाले आते हैं, वो आपसे पेपर्स खरीदते हैं. ओके, सो यू कैन रिलेट इन दिस मैनर ऑल्सो. ओके, नाउ डिजाइन एंड ऑप्टिमम म्युनिसिपल सॉलिड वेस्ट करेक्शन रूट. सो ऑब्वियसली आपने देखा होगा, एक बहुत ही फेमस गाना है आप लोग के, मतलब मेरे यहाँ तो जब भी कचरे वाले भैया जी आते हैं जो लेने, वो हमेशा वो गाना बजते रहता है, गाड़ी वाला आया घर से कचरा निकाल. सो ऑब्वियसली उनके एवरीबॉडी हु इज कलेक्टिंग द सॉलिड वेस्ट, सो दे हैव द रूट्स, they have their areas which is designated to them. Okay, fine, you will be collecting from this area, you will be collecting from this area. So there is a whole mapping of it, that how the collection of municipal solid waste management is done. So what are the things which are not desired, it is asking you. Not desired, desired nahi, jo nahi hona chahiye. Okay, collection of vehicles should not travel twice down the same street in a day. Of course, ये तो सही बात बोल रही है भाई, कि एक ही जगह पे दो बार जाने का तो वेस्टेज ऑफ मैनुअल लेबर एंड टाइम है. व्हाई टू गो इन द सेम स्ट्रीट ट्वाइस? ओके, देन वेस्ट कलेक्शन ऑन कंजेस्टेड रोड शुड ऑकर नॉट ऑकर ड्यूरिंग द रश आवर्स. ये भी बहुत सही बात बोल दी है, तो डिजायर्ड है भाई कि द एरिया विच यू नो कि भाई यहाँ पे 9-10 बजे के बाद 10-11 AM पर बहुत क्राउडिंग हो जाएगी. सो व्हाई टू गो ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम? either go at early morning hours so that what will happen, or either go in evening so that crowd कम होगा. So waste अच्छे तरीके से और कम टाइम में they could be collected. So that is also correct. The last collection point on the route should be as close to possible to the waste disposal facility. Obviously, अगर waste disposal से start करोगे तो वापस पूरा सामान लेकर जाओगे आखिरी तक और फिर वापस वेस्ट डिस्पोजल में लाओगे क्या? बिल्कुल नहीं. आप यू सिलेक्ट अ रूट सो दैट सब जगह से कलेक्ट करते करते जो आपका लास्ट रूट हो, दैट शुड बी क्लोज टू वेस्ट डिस्पोजल फैसिलिटी. Okay, so that is also desired. Collection should occur in the uphill direction. That means सामान पहले कलेक्ट करते जाओ सॉलिड वेस्ट और फिर ऊपर की तरफ चढ़ो. ऑब्वियसली जब आप ऊपर की तरफ अपहिल में व्हेन यू विल बी क्लाइंबिंग, दैट विल इम्पैक्ट मोर वेट. ओके, सो ऑब्वियसली कलेक्शन शुड बी इन डाउनहिल डायरेक्शन. ऊपर से नीचे की तरफ कलेक्शन करते हुए लाओ तो वो इजी होता है ट्रांसपोर्ट करने में, रादर देन ऊपर से नीचे से ऊपर की तरफ जाना. सो कलेक्शन शुड ऑकर, नो, शुडेंट होना चाहिए था, तो ये डिजायर्ड नहीं है, दिस इज नॉट डिजायर्ड. ओके, नाउ 100 milligram of nitric acid is added to water to bring the final volume to 1 liter. It is asking you the final pH. Come on guys, very simple question, answer it fast, answer it fast. सभी क्वेश्चन मैं ही कर रही हूँ, कुछ तो खुद भी करो. When you talk about HNO3, HNO3 is H plus plus NO3 minus. Got it? Now what happens here? What happens here? It is asking you 100 milligram of strong acid is added to bring the final volume to 1 liter. तो बताओ pH कितना होगा. ठीक है, अब नाइट्रिक एसिड, हाइड्रोजन 1, नाइट्रोजन 14, so hydrogen 1, nitrogen 14 and oxygen 16. So this will make 63. ठीक है, 63 बना रहा है, check it out once. So 63 grams of HNO3 से 1 gram of H plus बन रहा है. So 100 milligrams of HNO3 से कितना grams of H plus बनेगा? How much grams will be formed? So 100 divided by 63. 100 divided by 63. So this will make how much? 1.587 milligrams of H plus will be formed. But when you want to calculate pH, already told you pH is minus log base 10 H plus ion, and H plus ions will be in moles per liter. So 1.587 milligrams converted into grams. Okay, और ये तो molecular weight is 1 only. So let's calculate. Minus log 1.587 into 10 raised to power minus 3. 2.799. 2.799, that is 2.8 will be the pH. See, itna simple question they have asked for. Itna simple question they have asked for what? They have asked for 2 marks. Can you imagine? तो ऐसा भी हो जाता भाई, सेट 2 वालों की तो चांदनी हो गई यहाँ पर. Okay. This question कर लोगे? सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट का क्वेश्चन आया भाई. दिस क्वेश्चन, अच्छा एक पहले इजी वाला क्वेश्चन करा दूं. ये कहाँ गया भाई? ओके, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स इज करेक्ट. पहला इजी वाला क्वेश्चन देख लो तो थोड़ा ठीक लगेगा. Which of the following statement is correct? Two things are there, combustion is there and pyrolysis is there. So which of the following statement is correct? See, everybody know when you talk about combustion, oxygen is there, and oxygen, when you talk about combustion, it is an exothermic process, because in this heat is released and basically burning takes place in the presence of oxygen. When you talk about pyrolysis, pyrolysis is an endothermic process, okay, and which takes place in the absence of oxygen. So C will be the correct option. Got it? Now, अब ये तो हो गया. अब भाई साहब पहले ये क्वेश्चन कर लेते हैं, इजी वाले कर लेते हैं ताकि फिर आपके पास टाइम रहे उस क्वेश्चन को सोचने के लिए. ये बहुत मस्त क्वेश्चन था यार, आई लाइक दिस क्वेश्चन. A municipal solid waste handling facility, 30 metric ton mixture of food waste, yard waste and paper waste was available. So 30 metric ton waste was there. In this 30 metric ton, moisture content was 10%. So 10% of 30 metric ton will be how much? 3 metric ton. So this will be the moisture content, or you can call it as the volume of water. Okay. So how much will be the solid content? Solid content will be 27 metric ton. This will be the solid content. Okay. Now it is asking us what? The amount of water to be added to this mixture to bring the moisture content to the ideal condition. Ideal condition आपको बोला, ideal moisture content composting mixture should be 50%. अभी जो content है that is 10%, but what we want the moisture content to be 50%. तो बताओ how much water you should add so that the moisture content becomes 50%. अभी 10% है, so how much water content you should add? Come on, guys. See, ideal moisture content is given to us as 50%. Moisture बदलना, solid तो बदलेगा नहीं. Ideal moisture content is 50%. But solid content will not change for sure. Solid content will not change. Okay. So what will happen, guys? Volume of your weight of water divided by weight of solid plus weight of water into 100 is given to, is asking us to make it 50%. Okay. Weight of water you can increase or decrease, but volume, or basically let us call it as weight only because it is not given in meter cube. But weight of solids will not change. Weight of solids will remain 27 metric ton. What will change is the weight of water. That is 50%. So from here, calculate the weight of water. Calculate the weight of water. How much it is coming weight of water from here? Calculate the weight of water, guys. Will it come 27 metric ton? Will it come 27 metric ton? Means if अगर आपने पानी 27 metric ton कर दिया, solids तो उतना का उतना ही है, solids will not change. So if you have made the moisture content to 27 metric ton, you will get, or basically when you have added water of 27 metric ton, the moisture content of the mixture will be 50%. But out of this 27 metric ton, 3 metric ton was already present. You can check it out. Mixture में 10% पहले से ही moisture था. So additional कितना add करना पड़ेगा? ठीक है? How much additional you have to do it? 27 तो चाहिए था, but 3 metric ton was already available. So how much you have to add more? 24. Got it? So 24 metric ton will be the answer. Simple? Okay. Now guys, do this question fast. Every question I am only doing it. थोड़ा ताबड़तोड़ क्वेश्चन आप भी करो. 24 आ गया उसका. चलो ठीक. इसका बताओ. In a city, the chemical formula of biodegradable fraction of solid waste आपको दिया गया. What you have to calculate? You have to calculate the volume of air. So first, whenever ये दिया जाए, obviously it is tough, but you have to balance it. ठीक है, 250 O80 N. ये आपको complex दिया हुआ है. ठीक है, आपको इसमें oxygen add करोगे. So obviously what you will get? You will get here carbon dioxide. You will get here water. You will get here NH3. Now do the balancing. Balancing is a tough job which you have to do it. तो यहाँ पर अगर मैं 400 कर दूं, तो ये तो आपको खुद से करना पड़ेगा भाई साहब, ये कोई आपको नहीं बताएगा. अब यहाँ पे मैंने 400 कार्बन किया, तो यहाँ पे मुझे 400 कार्बन करना पड़ेगा. 4 into 250 यहाँ पे किया है आपको. You have to balance it. So if these questions comes, I'll advise you to do it at the very last, so that the number of moles of reactants and the products are same. So 487 यहाँ पे हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे 400 हो जाएगा, and नाइट्रोजन कितना 4 ही है, तो 4 हो जाएगा नाइट्रोजन. Hydrogen 666 4. Oxygen is also there. Oxygen यहाँ पर 800 है, यहाँ पे 80 into 40. So बस कैलकुलेट करके चेक करते जाना भाई साहब, इसमें और कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है. 494. So ये you have changed the number of moles yourself. Now you will ask me, मैम पता कैसे चलेगा कौन कौन से प्रोडक्ट्स बनेंगे? तो भाई साहब जब आपने ग्लूकोज देखा होगा C6H12O6, so it is very much known कि जब उसका आप ऑक्सीजन से रिएक्ट करते हैं, so कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर इज देयर. ओके, हियर नाइट्रोजन इज ऑल्सो प्रेजेंट. तो यहाँ पे C6H12O6 वाले के साथ अगर मान के चलो एक नाइट्रोजन भी प्रेजेंट है, so obviously यहाँ पर अमोनिया भी बनेगा. ओके, Now in this question, this C100, H250, O80 and N is the municipal solid waste. So 4 moles of municipal solid waste requires how many moles of oxygen? 487 moles of oxygen. So 1 mole of municipal solid waste will require how much amount of oxygen? 487 by 4 moles of oxygen. Now, in the question, how much amount of solid waste is given to us? Check it out. 1 ton of the waste is given to us in the question. So in this 1 ton, if you want the 1 ton to be converted in the terms of number of moles, so number of moles in 1 ton, number of moles, I'll talk everything in terms of moles, it becomes very much easy. तो अगर आपको पता करना number of moles of municipal solid waste in 1 ton is equal to 100 kg or 1000 kg, because quintal और ton में generally confusion होता है. So 1 ton is equal to how much? Given weight, 1 ton is equal to 1000 kg. So 10 raised to power 3, okay, kg. And we have to calculate what? You have to calculate the molecular weight also. 100 into carbon 12, hydrogen 1, oxygen 16, nitrogen 14. Come on guys, calculate how much it is coming. Calculate how much it is coming. Just calculate, anybody, how much it is coming. Number of moles in 1 ton. So this will be 1000 kgs. And you have to substitute here also. And for converting, this will be in kg. So for converting kgs into gram, you have to multiply by 10 raised to power 3 more. So when you divide this, anybody is doing it? These are the number of moles of municipal solid waste. So if 1 ton requires this much moles of oxygen, this many moles of municipal solid waste will require how much amount of oxygen? I'll add one slide, just a minute. Okay, fine. Number of moles of municipal solid waste is given to you. इतने moles हैं. अगर 1 mole requires this much moles of oxygen, तो इतने moles of municipal solid waste कितना oxygen require करेंगे? So 1 to 10 raised to power 3 into 10 raised to power 3 divided by 100 into 12 plus 250 into 1, 80 into 16 plus 14 into multiply कर देंगे. So multiply by what? Multiply by 487 into, got it? 487 into 4. So this is 487 into 4 will make, divided by 4 will make how much? 121.75. So itne moles of oxygen की requirement है. So you don't have to calculate it at a one stretch. Okay. Now this many moles of oxygen is required. But I want to convert moles into grams. So when you want to convert moles into grams, 10 raised to power 3, 10 raised to power 3, 100 into 12 plus 250. See, I'll convert it at a single stage. That's why I'm writing like this. Okay. So when this was coming out to be 121.75. These many moles of oxygen is there. So when you want to convert oxygen into grams, you will multiply by 32 grams. That's it. You'll multiply by 1000 grams. Okay. And when you want to convert it in terms of kg, you'll divide it by this and you'll divide by 10 raised to power 3. And when you solve all of this, you will get 1420 kg. Okay. You will get 1420 kg. तो हुआ क्या यहाँ पे? Basically first thing first, ये question आया, delete at the very last. Such question first do the balancing. Then don't try to calculate at every step, because you have to do it with scientific calculator or virtual calculator. Obviously virtual calculator. Scientific calculator is easy breezy. You could do it. So first check it out how much oxygen is required. Then question में जितना it has asked you about the weight, उस weight को convert करो moles में. So I have converted in terms of moles. अगर 1 mole को इतना oxygen चाहिए, तो 1 ton में जितने moles हैं उनको कितना oxygen चाहिए होगा? निकाल लिया मोल्स में. मोल्स को कन्वर्ट करना है वेट में. सो मोल्स यू नो गिवन वेट डिवाइडेड बाय मॉलिक्यूलर वेट. सो यू हैव मल्टीप्लाइड बाय मॉलिक्यूलर वेट व्हिच वाज 32 ग्राम्स. ठीक है. अब इसको केजी में कन्वर्ट करना था, तो 10 रेज़ टू पावर 3 से डिवाइड कर दिया, तो ये कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. यू विल गेट 1420 केजी. गॉट इट. ना अभी तक अपन आंसर की तरफ नहीं मूव किए. अब इस 1420 केजी में आपको कितना एयर प्रेजेंट है? अभी तो ऑक्सीजन इन एयर 23% है, तो ये तो सिर्फ ऑक्सीजन है 1420 kg। एयर तो ज्यादा होगी, ये तो सिर्फ 23% आपको दिया है 1420 kg, बट इन द क्वेश्चन वो हमसे एयर पूछ रहा है, तो ऑब्वियसली एयर विल बी मोर। ये तो ऑक्सीजन का कंटेंट दिया है, तो एयर का मास ज्यादा होगा, तो अगर ज्यादा है तो डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा। मास ऑफ एयर विल बी 1420 डिवाइडेड बाय 0.23, तो 1420 divided by 0.23, which will come out to be how much? 6173.91 RS. So we can take it as 6174 kg. This is the mass of air. In the question it is asking me volume. वॉल्यूम पूछ रहा है, डेंसिटी दी गई है क्या? बिल्कुल दी गई है। सो डेंसिटी इज इक्वल टू मास बाय वॉल्यूम। वॉल्यूम पूछा है मतलब मास बाय डेंसिटी। मास ऑफ एयर 6174, डेंसिटी इज 1.3, so you'll get the answer. So divide by 1.3, we'll get the answer 4749. So A will be the answer. Got it? So these are the things, guys. These were the questions. And last question, I like to give you homework. I want you that first you should, and don't see the answer from anywhere, not from the internet, not from the PYQs. A similar sort of question is there, but at least you try. Okay, all the questions I have done it, but this question I want you to try it. Okay, and talking about 23, you will ask, ma'am, where is 23 questions? Let me tell you that 23 questions from gate 23. Okay, this session is already available. All the subjects gate 2023 questions are already available. So I'll share you the link in the comment section, so you can download it. Okay, you can download it or you can watch it live also. Every faculty, every subject is there. So why to एक ही चीज को बार बार क्यों लेना? तो already वो है, ये 5 years का पूरा जो है आपको 19, 20, 21, 22 ये आपका पूरा एक साथ अवेलेबल नहीं था. So every faculty is taking that. But gate 23 के पूरे questions A to Z, all 65 questions are available. ठीक है, link I'll again pin it in the comment section for you guys. तो ये क्वेश्चन जो आपका होमवर्क है उसको आप बिल्कुल करिएगा, और नहीं समझ में आएगा then we'll take that question. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Tomorrow we'll be starting wastewater, and I think that wastewater में ज्यादा है, so रात बहुत ज्यादा होती है, तो 8 o'clock को let's try it. I'll ask you in the Telegram group also, so that time we can discuss. Okay, so that's all, guys, and further upcoming sessions are there. So Abhinav sir, Joshit sir, Satyajit sir, Krishna sir, so it's like a series of PYQs going on. Every other faculty will be taking after it. So first I'll complete environment and hydrology and irrigation. Then Abhinav sir will be coming with SOM, geotech and survey. Then we have Joshit sir for transportation, for open channel flow. So this series will go on, so that at least in this, if you're targeting for gate 2024, you should be able to solve at least 5 years question. So you have the 5 years question along with the solution, along with the explanation of it. Okay, so that's all for today, guys, and for such sessions do subscribe to BYJU'S exam prep, and if you have any doubts you can join my Telegram group also. Thank you, everybody.